Hello. I got Grimm and Equilibrium's collaboration laboratory door. This is a mashup of Grimm's Lambo door and Equilibrium's MC2. Kind of just seems like they threw Mosaic into this beer because MC2 or MC squared, I don't know why I say MC2, from Equilibrium, that one has Citra and Mosaic, yeah. And then this one is Citra, Eldorado, and Simcoe, so they just throw Mosaic into this one. 8% alcohol, less than a month old, brewed by Grimm in Brooklyn. So I started doing a review, then I realized that I was not filming. So there it is. It's not ultra hazy. Sometimes there's some sediment in these Grimm beers, especially if they are getting, month plus age. And at first, right when I was sniffing this, I was getting big bubblegummy notes, which I guess I get that if you just do kind of a light sniff. It just smells like kind of classic bubblegum. But I guess not exactly in a Belgian way. It's no phenols, it's just sweet candy esters, which I haven't complained about. So many beers just being all sweet cake and candy sort of thing. But there's a little more complexity to this one. If you really get your nose in there, it's like the sweeter tropical fruits like papaya and passion fruit. And there's a little bit of a spicy note, but yeah, if you really inhale, it's passion fruity. And I bet it's going to be a little drier. Equilibrium stuff is usually like thick and really sweet and melony and really very yeast fruity forward. Grimm stuff is a little bit less like that, less goopy or something. Still got some body, but it gets like spicier. Yeah, it has just a little bit of dryness in the finish, but definitely drier. Like all these sweet flavors morph a bit in the taste. Yeah, that's one thing about most Grimms is they just don't have a big, really juicy body. And it has this kind of lip smacking, drying quality that I guess is kind of reminiscent of juice, almost sort of like acidic dryness in the finish rather than a lot of hop. Ooh, fruit flies are liking it though. Yeah, acidic dryness rather than hop bitterness, but it's not sour. It's not even as acidic as something like Mastermind from Fiddlehead. My review of that seems like that beer has become something that's sort of acidic. This one just gives you all of those tropical candy sort of things, but in a sort of drier, spicier package, I guess. I mean, it's still got a hefty body. I would not doubt that this is 8%. If someone, gave it to me. It lingers with like some berry flavors, maybe. Maybe the Mosaic is bringing some of that in. Yeah. I wonder if maybe I like Lambo Door more just because I'm not a huge Mosaic fan. I don't really see the influence of Equilibrium in this besides the using of Mosaic. And it's not like Grimm uses Mosaic, I think, in other beers. It's just because they use that in MC squared that they put that in here. Is that the only connection? I don't know. Kind of a fun can now. I think they mentioned cannabis on their website in the tasting notes, and like, there's some kind of green note, but I'm not really getting that. And now it's getting like some of the booziness is coming out a bit. In part because there just isn't a whole bunch of thick, sweet stuff happening to cover it up, maybe. I don't know about this one. It's good, but I guess maybe I haven't had a Grimm in a while. I guess I did have, I reviewed Lambo Door like last spring, I think. Maybe that was an old review, I don't know. But let's see if there's anything on the bottom of this one. Because sometimes I've gotten super hazy ones from Grimm that I think I liked because it added some body and dealt with the whole super candy, yeasty sort of situation. Let's see what we got going on. Add any junk. Sort of, maybe. But not really. It's still just like too bubblegummy for me. Yeah, that's. I mean, it gets spicy, gets a little boozy, has some dryness. In years past, I would have gone crazy for this one, maybe. And then the finish gets more beery. Yeah, it gets bitter in it. And yeah, now there's like a little bit of a savory thing, but I don't know if I describe that as cannabis. A lot of flavors and stuff going on though. As you drink it, you get more and more. A lot of different fruity things happening, but it's all candy versions. It's like every Jolly Rancher. That's what I say about El Dorado. It just tastes like, yeah, there's every Jolly Rancher is happening in this beer. For a rating, 4 plus, something like that. Don't know if I'd necessarily tell you to go out and buy it.